Hey there, and welcome to the second edition of La Vista, Life in a College Town. I'm Daniela Parraga.
I'm Cara Vandergriff.
I'm Erin Willis.
And I'm Bree Waldie.
Let's talk about our big obsession with selfies.
But first, let me take a selfie.
It seems like everyone is taking selfies, especially celebrities. I mean, let's talk about Kim Kardashian. She's like the queen
Oh,
of selfies.
Remember when she took that elephant picture and the elephant's like coming behind her? I don't know, I think she kind of takes it overboard sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Too
What do you
much.
think about that, Cara?
Well, I do not watch the Kardashians, but I did see a pretty funny meme online of her like in a car taking a selfie, and her mom's like, "Kim, can you stop taking pictures of yourself? Your sister's going to jail." So that pretty much that kind of sums up the obsession getting in the way
Her
of like actual
narcissism.
life.
Yeah. But what about like the Pope? I mean,
I think it's great, especially for like Catholics. It's really bringing it into modern time and shows how like down to earth and like real life he really is.
yeah.
Definitely. I'm all about celeb selfies. I think they're awesome. Like, especially the Pope. Like you said, it brings him like down to earth. Everybody can tell like, oh, he's a cool guy, you know. The Obama selfie. That one's pretty cool. His wife doesn't look too happy while he's taking
not
it.
at all.
But yeah, definitely a cool one.
Well, there was another one he took, I think, last week with Joe Biden, and I thought that was really cool because they seem like very like hip and just
It's like real life.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know. I think Kim Kardashian just takes it like way too far. I don't know.
Yeah.
She just annoys me, so I don't.
Especially when celebrities like Photoshop their images. Like you're already perfect and then you're Photoshopping it. It's kind of unrealistic to the rest of the world.
I mean, I think anytime that we see them on TV, we're going to see them and they're going to be a little more perfect than they really are. So I don't know. I think their selfies are cool though. Like I take selfies and Kim Kardashian takes selfies. So I mean,
So I'm Kim
we're
Kardashian.
cool. I mean, essentially I'm Kim Kardashian.
I mean, I
so.
guess in a way, it just makes us like more relatable to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
I mean, there's a difference between like Obama and Biden taking a selfie, like, "What's up? We're in the White House," versus Kim being like, "My sister's going to jail." You know, like there's a line, and it's fine.
As long as you don't cross it.
Right.
Yeah. All right, but how about we move on to pet selfies?
All right. Well, I mean, one thing that's pretty popular, at least for me, because I have a dog, I like to take a picture of my dog, but also me in the picture with my dog. So I think my dog likes it. I mean,
It's so cute too. Like looking at pets that are like faking selfies.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've taken 1 million cat selfies of mine. So
Right.
it's ridiculous.
I mean, I don't have pets, but it's pretty hilarious. But I don't know how these people do it. I mean,
I know, it looks so realistic. It really looks like they're taking a picture.
I don't know how do you do it with your? Have you done it with Jasper?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I have never done the one where he's like taking his own selfie. I just think that's kind of strange. But like I take pictures with him all the time, or just of him like doing something or being super cute. But I mean, other than that,
Have y'all done dog shaming? Like shaming your dog.
Oh.
It's like if your dog does something, you like take a selfie of it, like with like a card on top of it that says like, "Oh, I ate all of the cat's food" or something like this. It's
right.
like shaming your pet. So adorable.
I came home one day to my Chi flat iron in like 6 different pieces. The
Oh
cord
my
was in 6 different pieces. I should have taken a picture like
Yes, you
that
should have
of
shamed
Jasper because I was pretty upset about that one.
They deserve it.
He knew he was in trouble too. He knew
yeah.
it.
They can tell.
Do you have any pets, Cara?
Not here. I have one at home. But yeah, one time, you know, I came home and I'm like a big Harry Potter fan, and my dog had chewed up a couple of my Harry Potter books. And I actually did take a picture of it. It wasn't a selfie. It was more to like send to my parents, like, "Can we get rid of this dog now?" Or
Oh my goodness.
glad we kept him though. Good dog.
Yeah, definitely. Well, what about like when we take selfies like way too far?
Oh yeah, I think people are definitely going too far with them. They're the poles that people have that
Oh my goodness.
are like making selfies easier to take from a distance, I guess, with like their background. I think that's ridiculous.
Kind of lonely.
Yeah.
It's a little
So-
sad by yourself.
but you
Yeah,
have
for
to-
a lone
You
tourist.
have to
taking
think about it.
pictures.
Like I had a couple of friends that went to Australia like last semester, and they went with their GoPro like everywhere, and they had like the pole. And I think it's cool because like with the Stingray, like I don't know, because with a normal camera, I mean, you can't really like
get everything
behind you. Yeah,
you try to just take it by itself and then take a picture of you, like, oh, it's here.
Yeah.
But you kind of get everything, but you're alone. So it's like, I mean, you should just ask someone, like, can you take a picture of me,
I was
please?
skiing this Christmas, and there was a snowboarder that came down. I was on a chairlift, and I saw him going down. He had one of those poles, like I guess it was a GoPro, but he was snowboarding and like making faces, and he just ate it and just tumbled down the mountain.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
So like that's a little dangerous.
Well, I think it's there's like a time and place with the GoPros and like the pole.
I mean, I guess I understand the poles. That's fine. But like, I don't know. Some people are taking selfies way too far, like the selfies at funerals.
Oh man.
And I mean, that's just like a little much. Like, okay, you should really be mourning. I don't understand like the little half smile with your grandma. Like, no, that's a little much.
It's just wrong on so many levels. Like, your grandmother just died. Like, don't do that.
We saw a picture actually. A guy took a selfie literally at the funeral, and he didn't realize until after he posted it that his dead grandmother was in the background. Like,
oh goodness. Some people don't want to see that.
No.
You know? Like, that's horrible.
Or like the selfie with the tape, like in what is it, Jim Carrey and Yes Man? I think.
Yes.
Oh, right.
That is hilarious.
Like,
okay, that's hilarious.
Those are fun.
You look funny.
Yeah.
Does that not hurt? Like, do you rip your eyebrows out when you take it off?
Have y'all ever done it?
No, I've never taped my face.
I have better things to do.
Yeah.
What if it stays like that? Look at this guy.
Oh my gosh, have y'all ever done the pictures up against the glass wall? Like you're trying to get out?
Well,
like,
yes.
Of course. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen them. I haven't done them. They're kind of cool. They're kind of cool.
I mean, and then what about when you take a selfie and then you Photoshop it or you edit it?
Oh yeah, even Snapchat has filters. Like, it's crazy.
But filters are different than like getting like a face slimming app.
Oh,
You know,
oh
like
my goodness. There's this new app. Have y'all ever used the Fat app before, where it makes your face look like a fat person?
I don't need an app to do that.
Oh,
So
no, that is
I don't need an
horrible.
app to help with that one.
Well, there's a new app, and it's called Skinny Pics, and it makes your face skinnier. Would y'all ever use that?
Definitely. Any help I can get, that's fine. For sure.
I wonder if it actually works. Apparently, you can like choose like what you want to like lose 5 pounds, lose 10 pounds. Like, I wonder if it just like stretches your face, or if it actually like thins it down. That would be interesting.
I don't know that I
That just
would.
seems weird to me.
If
Like,
only it was that simple.
Fun of celebrities for doing that. Like,
Oh my goodness.
we like
yeah.
found all those images where you could see like blurred lines in the background where they had like
Yes,
pushed their.
where it's like warped.
Yeah.
Right. Like, oh, you're obviously
So I don't know.
fixing
Well,
this image.
I think now like people are trying to get into the more like, I mean, obviously people use filters and stuff, but Aerie, they're actually running like a campaign where they're not using filters, they're not photoshopping pictures, which I think is awesome, especially because they are marketing for like teenagers and young adults. And I mean, everybody has, you know, self-confidence issues at that age.
I mean, I think it's
yeah.
great because I mean, not everyone looks like Kate Moss or.
And it's
you
all
know?
photoshopped anyway.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so I think it's really realistic, and it gives, you know, everybody else a good image too, because we actually look like that, and I think it's empowering for young people.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I like the filters on Instagram. I'm not gonna lie. I like to like put up a picture and like pick the filter that like makes me look the most tan.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
for
know all
sure.
about that. I want to look tan. Yeah.
I mean, well, on Instagram, I'm a big like filter person, but I don't know, on Snapchat, I think since it's more like spontaneous, you don't really need it. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
I mean, Snapchat, usually I do like the ugliest face that I can like think of, because I'm like, do I look pretty today? And I'll send it to people just as a joke. I feel like if I added a filter to that, it would, you know, take away from that a little bit.
Yeah. All right, well, we've talked a lot about selfies today, but what exactly is a selfie? Is the Ellen selfie at the Oscars really a selfie or just a group photo? What does a professional photographer think of them? Reporter Shelby Kimball caught up with Dr. Jared Foster to talk about the origins of the selfie and the difference between a portrait and a selfie.
Hey y'all, Shelby Kimball here, and today we are going one-on-one with Dr. Jared Foster to get a professional photographer's opinion about a selfie. What would you say is the difference between a selfie and a professional self-portrait?
I think the difference between a selfie and a professional self-portrait, especially a professional self-portrait, is that there's the intent may be a little bit different. I don't know if there's any particular professional photographer out there that really thinks that there was that a selfie is made in all seriousness, and that's probably one of the reasons it's called a selfie to begin with, is that it has this kind of ephemeral, kind of at the moment type of capture, whereas a professional self-portrait might be something that a photographer or somebody that's making it has some intent to use beyond just maybe posting to social media, or posting to, or maybe just sending to a friend. I think it's become a bigger issue because of social media, because we see a lot of selfies being made. I mean, when selfies and anything really else enters into the mainstream of pop culture, it's typically through social media nowadays. You know, whether it's a TV show or whether it's an activity like taking selfies, it usually kind of enters into the stream of pop culture through social media. So yeah, I think it's something that we definitely see a lot more. Definitely do think it's generational. I don't know, personally speaking, I know my parents don't take selfies and my grandparents don't take selfies, but at the same time, nothing's stopping them. But there is certainly an age demographic that is probably more likely to make selfies on a regular basis than not, and usually it's the younger generation. Well, I don't know. That's that kind of issue with the person taking a selfie of themselves at a funeral with their deceased grandparent in the background. I don't know if that I think is a bigger issue, maybe a part of a bigger question as to why would we post something like that, something so personal like that, on social media. And of course we see that more often, and so maybe it's just a way for them to reach out. But certainly I think there's valid reason for concern for how far selfies can be taken. One of the examples I've read about here recently was that of a high school student trying to take the perfect selfie, and basically he was a student that wasn't necessarily popular, and probably not as socializable as some other students, and he basically went so far as to make this perfect selfie that it kind of made him contemplate suicide, and I think he attempted suicide just in the effort and the stress that was brought on by trying to make this perfect selfie so he could be accepted. At least that's what the story was kind of based on, and examples like that have kind of pushed the CDC, Center for Disease Control, into actually kind of talking about selfies being a potential addictive practice, and they've not created an addiction label for it, but they can say it can be addicting, and that's something to be taken pretty seriously, especially with younger generations. And we don't, because it involves technology that's so easily procured and easy to get involved with.
Graduating media and communication students, are you looking for a job but worried about your past selfies? Reporter Halima Fasasi interviews Brittany Escobar from KLBK about how she manages her social media presence.
Brittany Escobar is a morning news anchor at KLBK in Lubbock. We sat down with her to find out what she thinks about selfies in the professional broadcast world.
I think once you're already in the business, it's a good thing to do because people like to know who you are and what you're doing. But they also would like to know that you're a professional and that you're doing the things that you should be doing as far as the way you behave. And it's also important to keep in mind, if you're not in that position quite yet, say you're still a student trying to get that job, or maybe you're in a transition between being a news personality trying to get into a different job, you may not want to post some pictures just because they may not be appropriate. And people do use social media to find people and to look at what people are doing, and so I think that's important to keep in mind.
Should there be a different standard for people in the media and their average person on the street?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I think there is a big difference because you are a public figure. People are watching you. They are watching your every move. And it's kind of bad to say, but they're kind of waiting for you to see what you do next and to see if maybe you fumble, just because you are put in that light. And you're putting yourself in that light, and you know that. And so it is very different. People do keep a close eye on you versus, if you aren't in the media and you're just a regular person.
Would it have been a difference if you came to this business 5 years before, for the emergence of taking selfies on Instagram? And
I think there is a big difference. I think it's definitely within the past couple years become more popular. It did have that presence 5 years ago, but more people are getting into it. It's becoming an everyday thing. You see people on their phones constantly, and so it has become more and more popular, which makes it a little different. I don't like the idea that people are so glued to their phones. But it is what it is. It's just the way technology is always improving, always changing, and you just have to keep up with it. And that goes for what you post or what you like, what you look at, and so that's just the way it is.
What is your advice to graduating seniors from the College of Media and Communication finding a job and how to manage their social media presence?
I think they definitely need to monitor that. I know the person that is looking to hire you, that's the first thing they're going to look at once you send in your resume or application. I know at our station, that's the first thing we do. We immediately type in that name that we get on the resume. And it's just the way it is. And what comes up when they type your name in better be good. It better not be anything that would show that you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, or something that wouldn't look right in the public side, because at that point, when they are looking for that, it shows that you could be a risk to the business or to the company that you're looking to work for. So definitely monitor it, keep tabs on it. If you have to, deactivate all your social media things that you have running that people could find if it's something you don't want them to see. And if it's something that you don't want them to see, it probably shouldn't be up there in the first place.
Reporting for La Vista, this is Halima Fasasi.
So what about students and their use of selfies? Let's see what Texas Tech students have to say when it comes to selfies and the social media.
Selfies are a current trend among young people, including Texas Tech students. Their opinions vary on why people take selfies and appropriateness of the time and place.
I think they're a little self-obsessed.
I don't know. I really don't take selfies, but I know my girlfriend does on my phone all the time.
I think they are fun to take, but I think sometimes they should not be put on the internet. I think they probably sometimes take selfies to get different approvals, either from friends, like from Snapchat, or from texting.
Usually when I'm in a moment that I think is proper to take a selfie or that's creative and I think other people will think it's funny. I think people say it's for social media purpose, but I think it's for normally their own use, to see, like, for more of a, oh, how do I look, or am I self-conscious with myself, or I guess those two things.
Filters on social media sites, including Instagram, have gained popularity in recent years.
Oh yeah, make sure people take selfies and fix the filter and make them look better, and so yeah, definitely.
Because I see a lot that people put on Instagram and then it saves it to your phone and then they put it on Facebook, because then they do get the filters.
To varying degrees, students have taken selfies at one point in time and posted them on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, or Facebook. And this trend does not seem to be slowing down anytime soon.
Selfies are one way to take time for yourself, and with finals approaching, de-stressing is becoming more and more important. Let's look at some ways tech is helping students to prepare.
For Texas Tech students, preparing for finals is an intimidating task. The Tech University Library Rest and Relaxation event on April 16th was a reminder that de-stressing is an important part of preparing for final exams.
Who couldn't benefit from going into finals with a sigh of relief and a clear mind, and you've got this and the library has your back. The massage service, the 2 massage chairs that are here, the library has contracted. The granola bars and the beverages, the green tea, those were provided by Hospitality Services, and they actually also shared with us their registered dietitian, Mindy Diller, and she's here to talk about the best kinds of brain food, not the stress eating, but the best kinds of fuel to give you energy and help you stay focused.
So what we're trying to represent here is just sugar and fat in our foods. And a lot of times we don't realize that maybe 40 grams of sugar is really what we should have max per day. And you can easily do that in one soft drink. This is a 20-ounce soft drink, and it has 67 grams of sugar, okay? So that would be like your regular soft drink, 20 ounce, 67 grams. You've easily done that with 40 grams that you're suggested to have per day. And then if you add a Snicker bar or even a sundae or a cinnamon roll, and you can see that the actual sugar in this small sundae is actually less than a soft drink. And a lot of times we don't think about it that way.
So far, I really like it. I got a massage and I did some chair yoga, and it was really relaxing. It felt really good.
Many students attended the event for a free massage and snack, but also pet-certified therapy dogs. Any breed can be a therapy dog, they just need to have a friendly disposition. Another rest and relaxation event hosted by Tech Activities Board will be on May 6th, and then finals start May 9th.
This was our second episode of La Vista, Life in a College Town. So what do you think about Brittany's advice on selfies and compromising photos?
I definitely thought that it was great advice for graduating seniors, because if you want a job like as a professional, you don't need compromising photos on your social media. I mean, in any profession.
Right.
You need to clean it up, keep it professional, keep it clean. Don't take outrageous photos, definitely.
Yeah.
But if you want to, that's what Snapchat is for.
Yeah, but I mean, we gotta be careful because like people like know us in this field and they know your name, and you don't want to have like pictures of you drinking like a shot of something, you know.
It affects, you know, what job you could possibly get.
Your reputation in a way, so let's be careful.
All right, well, I'm Erin.
I'm Cara.
I'm Bree.
And I'm Daniela. Thank you for joining us, and hasta la vista. Oh.